Okay, guys, I'm just going to give you guys a quick little video for today. Um, the sun's out for once. Still got a semi truck here moving cars and whatnot. This nice little Dodge Ram sitting there. And yeah, someone forgot to turn their sprinkler system off at their sprinkler off at their school there. So it's been going on all freaking most of yesterday and all night and all of today. I don't know how many people have freaking driven past that school, but they just didn't. One guy finally noticed it. Still going. Like, that one area, the grass is going to grow pretty damn good, I think. I might have to water a section of my front yard, because the water will just run right off that hill part there, so probably takes more water to water it. And neighbors here are moving. These people over here behind me can't see the house, but you can see there is a truck there, but they're not using that to move. Whoa. Last night I went to the farm pretty late. It was about 9:45 when I went. I had did some more work to the LED light that I put on the back of the tractor. I finally adjusted it because it was up too high. But to see if I liked it to my if I had it to my liking or not, I had to be able to test it during the night. Can't do it during the day because it's not going to do you much good. So I went and tested it last night, and then I was coming home, and I noticed the neighbors, they were coming home with a U-Haul. So they're moving. But the reason why I don't like that truck there, okay, see if I can zoom in here, right there, is because I know who those people are that own that owns that red dump truck. It's the people that own all these cars. You know, they work all together somehow, something stupid like that. So what's going through my mind is I'm not 100% sure who owns this property yet. I thought there was one family. They live way out there in the boonies, but you know, I thought they owned it because they own a few other houses around here and around there. And this was one of them. But it's I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I'm kind of wondering if those people that didn't buy it, you know, that kind of ticks me off. I seen a comment pop up. I missed it. What's going on, Cab 7? Welcome to the live stream of BSing. But damn sun. You can see the sun's out, at least. It's not raining and crappy. So, but it kind of makes me wonder, since they got that there, they're going to maybe start putting cars here, which I'm going to be very pissed off about. So, what's been going on, Cab 7? There hasn't been too much going on around here. Besides them leaving, I guess. And then them people leaving their sprinkler system on at their school all night. Which is pretty funny, actually, because their grass is going to really grow really good there now. Compared to mine. Mine's, I don't water this though, but that's not grass, that's just weeds. The grass is actually dead. Lack of rain. So, well, you know, the thing is, what they're watering, they're overwatering. Well, for the school anyway, they're actually overwatering. Because it's been in that same spot since yesterday afternoon. And you're supposed to actually move your sprinkler about every hour. They say each, you know, depending on what size sprinkler system you have, It only needs to run for about an hour, maybe 2-3 times a week, depending on temperatures. See, I don't water the backyard. Obviously, you can see because it's all dead, but I water my front yard, which is in the front of the house. I do that because I want it to look nice, and there's not really that much for weeds compared to here. This is all just weeds, which looks like snow because there we go, it's turning white there. I need to hit this with some Roundup. So, and yeah, that would be freaking thing. Come on here. So, yeah, I probably could take that water because they don't seem to really be giving a crap too much about the sprinkler system running. I bet you since yesterday to now, they probably putting down about 100 gallons of water, if not more. It's one of those sprinklers that kind of goes back and forth and it makes that weird noise. I don't have that. I have one of those back and forth kind of pattern sprayer things. It's actually up at the front of the house there. It's not over here, but I mean, someone just drove by a little bit ago and they seen it. He literally stopped right in front of my house and looked at it and just kept on going. It's like maybe he realized, maybe he thought maybe someone just turned it on this morning or something, and maybe they've been moving it, but really they haven't been, because I've been watching it since yesterday. So yeah, I don't understand some people either. I mean, especially like, how could you forget that? How could you? I don't know how you. I mean, I don't forget my sprinkler system. Of course, I mean, I can see it on my security camera, so I know that it's there. You know. But I can well imagine what their water bill is going to be next month. You know, because the water bill is always a month behind. So I don't want to know what my bill is, and I sure in the hell don't want to know what their bill is. But mine shouldn't be too bad because I've only watered my lawn maybe 2 or 3 times this year, but well, ever since July. So yeah, I'm glad I don't have to pay their water bill. Man, I bet you. I mean, it's a school, so I know their water bill is going to be high anyway. But there hasn't been any school. You know, school's out for the summer, but they're going to be coming back here pretty quick. And their bill's going to go up, and their bill's going to be up. I just, how you could be so careless, I don't know. But they are. They do a lot of stupid shit, man. You just don't see it all. That's one thing some YouTubers don't understand. They don't see everything like I do. So yeah, you know, that's something I'd like to know. Where the hell did summer go to? I mean, jeez, it just seemed like not too long ago the snow was melting. And now the snow is about to come back again. It's crazy. I don't know what to tell you. So, not looking forward to winter though, that's for sure, 'cause I hate winter. I hate winter more than summer. You know, so I don't wanna so have any projects? Not really. Not unless the bale spear gets here for the tractor, but that won't be until probably winter sometime. But no, my last project was just here a few days ago. I had to work on the cultivator. I still got to work on it. I'm still missing a bolt. I didn't even realize that I was missing a bolt on it. So I went to the hardware and picked up a few more of these newer bolts for the thing. So I got a pretty good stash of bolts now. Some big ones, some little ones, some nuts for them, some washers. So I got enough bolts there to do a complete rebuild on it, but I don't plan on it because, yeah, to get those old bolts off, you got to cut them off with the, where is it? With that grinder. So Yeah, those blue. I actually got another set of those up at the house. I forget what they're really called, but they're got these on Northern Tool. There's two of them. There's obviously you can see there's two of them here. And they're pretty cheap, you know. The one thing I don't like about them is everything's plastic. I mean, this is plastic, and then the rail that it sits on is plastic as well. So meaning if you overload them, you're just gonna crack everything, which I don't like that. But and they're quick removable too, so if you had to take it with you, you could. But like I said, I got another setup at the house, and that's got all my snowplow parts. So, yeah, I've had them up there for 2-3 years now. I guess they're still holding on pretty good, but you know, I don't mind the blue plastic thing. It's the rail that it's holding it. You know, that's. And you can tell, see here, if I can get the camera to work here. This one's really bending down, if you can see that. Well, there's a lot of weight in there, okay, compared to the rest. So, that's right now, that's going to be putting the most wear and tear on it. It's this one, of course, it's full of bolts, but what are you going to do? So. But yeah, 2-3 years is not bad. I actually am thinking about getting some more, getting some actual bigger ones, because obviously I'm getting into larger equipment now, and I need actually bigger storage space now. So, but yeah, so yeah, I think these are only just, I don't know, $5-10 from Northern Tool, but the Northern Tool's got like maybe another $10 worth of shipping and handling. So yeah, but you get fast shipping though. That's the thing. You get good shipping from them. Whereas Harbor Freight, they take longer, but it's cheaper. So yeah. So I missed that comment. Stupid phone. So. Yeah, I only work on farm stuff, pretty much. I don't mess too much with automobiles. And there's really no point, because now they're all freaking computerized that you gotta take them to a dealer in order to even do it. Compared to, like the tractor, I got the 1586, you could do that yourself because it's all mechanical, so. I just got done playing with that last night, so. But like all these newer vehicles, you know, I never could work on them because they're like a freaking computer, you know. I can't even fix my own computer, so I can't. I ain't gonna be able to fix that damn car, you know, or a truck. So, but the only thing I could probably fix around here is probably the 4-wheeler and the John Deere and the 1586. That's about it. The 400 needs some work too, but I ain't gonna play with the 400. So, because it's shot. So. So, yeah, I'm not very good at it. I'm not a very good mechanic at farming stuff, but, you know, you gotta figure it out. The only way you're gonna learn that kind of stuff is just to rip the bitch apart and start working on it. So, but, just start with something small and work your way up to bigger stuff. That's what I'm doing. So that's why I'm not working on the engine on the 1586, because I'm not too sure what goes on in there yet. So I'm just doing the small stuff, and I'll do the big stuff later on. Unless the young guy will come and help me, which he claims he was going to, but we'll see about that. But yeah, I don't have too many other people that are... Damn bee, get out of here. I don't have too many other people that watch my videos, and they're farm people as well. So, and you know, I've watched. I actually watched quite a few farming channels, but Unfortunately, some of them just don't last. So, which is kind of bullshit in a way, but what are you going to do? So, but yeah, start small and work your way up. And that's basically what I'm doing. Like right now, you can see this is my shop. It's not a very good shop, but it's, I mean, any power that it is getting, you know, it's coming off an extension cord. So, there's actually another channel I'm watching right now too. They're starting into, well, they live on a homestead as well, but they're kind of getting more into doing stuff themselves. They actually picked up a tractor. Well, they picked up one new tractor and a baler and a cutter and stuff. So I think it's called The Homestead Family. I think they got like 30,000 subscribers or something crazy like that. So even though they threatened to quit too at one time, if you're complaining about if you're not making enough money off 30,000 subscribers, you're something wrong with your brain. So, but you know, that's just the way they were. So, yeah, the shop, it's not big. I mean, I do plan on getting a bigger one, that's for damn sure. But right now, this is just going to have to do. And I do plan on putting one at the farm. It's going to be a very big one. Because we don't have a shop there. We've always done everything out in the open. You know. So. But the only thing I can't do in this shop is run my welder in here. Because not enough power. Nowhere near enough power. So. Because obviously, like I said earlier, extension cord coming off the house. So I'm only getting 13 amps, you know, into here. Probably losing an amp or two along the way because I got over 125 feet of cord on this thing. So, but it runs everything I need to. I got 2 sets of lights. I got the fan plugged in right now, but I can run my air compressor off it. And there's my air compressor, which is an old one. I got to get a new one. The hose and the hose reel, obviously. So the last hose that was on this thing was shot. So I don't know, it works for me. I've never had no complaints about it. Obviously, it's one you got to crank on by hand. They make the ones where it's automatic or whatever. I don't use it that much that I need an automatic sucker in thing, so I just got a, you know, mechanical one or whatever. So, but I do have a project in here for future, but just not now. Got this little flatbed trailer I got to work on, so. So yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe getting a couple smaller sheds as well. Those plastic ones. They're nowhere near. Well, you can get big ones, but they're not the plastic. Then they're steel at that point. But I thought of getting a couple of small sheds, stick them on the backside here, on the outside of the shop, so I can put other crap in there. Obviously, junk like this needs to get torn apart, but when I get around to it, who knows? So, but yeah. So, yeah, sheds are definitely can definitely be a good useful tool. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what it is. I think one time I measured it, but I don't remember now. But it's not. It's more. I think it would be more longer than wide, but if you were to get rid of the damn junk, it'd be a lot bigger in here. Clearly, got junk taking up space that I could be using. More freaking junk, like the lawnmower could be sold because I'm never gonna use it, but it's mother's. So got some shovels, got the snow plow. Like if I had another shed to put all this crap in, I'd actually gain some room. So, but Still got to put my tiller back together too, but whenever I get a new transmission for that. Whatever you do, don't buy yourself this tiller. If you can see the brand of it, don't ever buy that. Never. Unless you're doing like maybe like a 3 foot by whatever size that is, 28 inch. You know, that's it. I mean, because if you're going to do long-term tillage for like 8 hours, yeah, you'll blow the transmission up on that thing. I already blew this one up. Both of the bearings went out. You can't grease it. It's chain driven, so the chain would eventually stretch. So poor designing by let's see here, by Husky or Husqvarna, whatever you want to call them. It's an FT900 model. It's not very good. So, but should be sitting in pieces for quite a while yet until I feel like saving up to $250 for a new transmission. But right now I got bigger fish to fry, so can't play around with that too much. So, you know, that was something I was talking about just maybe a week or two ago. I was building a shed. Not for a shop, but for the 1586. The big tractor. I wanted to build a shed for that because we've had some storms that have gotten pretty close to us, and they made some pretty big hail. And I'm like, yeah, that'll destroy the windows on the tractor and probably dent the frickin' cab. You know, it's can definitely be a scary thing when you got that kind of weather floating around and your tractor doesn't have a shed. You know, but it's kind of just not really within budget right now. You know, because I'm trying to save up for that freaking bale spear because the 400 is probably about to spill its guts all over the floor. So I need a secondary or a backup tractor. So maybe next year. I'm hoping next year will be a better freaking year. You know, we have less freaking bills to deal with. Right now it's kind of hard and stressful. So you gonna do something with your sprinkler? It's got a bunch of boxes in the back. Probably not. They're gonna give a shit about their sprinkler. But yeah, I've either thought about the shed for the 1586. That one's just going to be a temporary building. It's not going to be a permanent building. But I was going to concrete it into the ground. And, you know, obviously so the wind can't rip it away. But once I actually build my shop, then that shed can just go away because I ain't going to need it anymore. But I've either thought about putting one on the farm. Well, I'm pretty sure I will there. But I've also thought about getting rid of this one and putting one here too. So I missed that comment. Freak sakes. So Nathan, man, I'm wondering if that's the same guy as what the other guy recommended. Because I know that a couple of weeks ago there was a guy that was recommending to go to this guy to watch him build his shed. And he was building one from scratch too, so I might know him. I'd have to go back on that video and check the comment section out again to see if that's the same guy, but probably is. A lot of people are doing that, you know. But see, the thing here, yeah. See, the thing is, here in Minnesota, I don't really know if you can build a building without getting a permit. Maybe for a permanent building, like, see, this building here is permanent, so it's been here ever since I moved in here, and it's been here ever since Dave lived in here, the last owners of the house. So I don't know if this would be considered a permanent building or not, but the building I planned on building for the 15 would just be a temporary building, and I don't know if you would need a permit for that. Because here in Minnesota, you have to get a permit if you're going to build a building. But I'm not sure which way it is, like for temporary or for permanent. So If I was to build a shop, yeah, that would be a permanent building, so then I'd need a permit. So, but for temporary ones, I don't know. And if it didn't, for me, it ain't gonna matter anyway. Even if I did build one temporary, I'm just gonna build the damn thing anyway. Screw it. Screw the freaking permit bullshit. Because you know what? Back in the day, we didn't need them. Here in Minnesota, back when I was a little kid, you didn't need permits. You could just build buildings. But you know, everything changes, and the government wants more money from you. More money from you. So that's how they do it. Now I got something in the frickin' mail just a few days ago that if I don't sign this and put down how many people live in my house and what their names are and all this frickin' garbage, they're gonna up my damn taxes, my land taxes. I'm like, yeah, you can go screw yourself. Because that's their way of doing it now compared to when I first moved into here. They were literally sending people to my house, getting those questions from me, and they were pissing me off. So I was not being nice to them towards the end because they were doing it damn near every day. So, and apparently they were doing it in North Dakota too. They were sending people all over the place, harassing people. They're like, oh, what's your plans with your land? You know, like who's all living with you? What's your name? What? F you. F you. You don't need to know any of that crap. You know, it's like stupid. And I just found out, which would have been nice a couple of years ago, that if those kind of people come to your freaking property, you can actually literally tell them to get the hell off. So, what are you gonna do? You know, I wish I would have known that 2 years ago, because well, actually more than 2 years ago, because it's going on in North Dakota. That's people are going and bothering everyone. I don't know if they're going to do it here in Minnesota. I haven't seen nothing yet, but from what I heard in North Dakota, people, you know, if you're a homeowner like me, obviously, or if you're a business person, whatever, however hell that works, you can literally go and tell them to get the hell off, and if they refuse, you can call the cops. But it sounds like no matter what, they're going to do their job. So, meaning, yeah, okay, they won't be able to stand on your property because if you call the cops, the cops are going to force them away. But guess what? The road's public, so meaning they'll stand on the road, look onto your property, and see what's going on. Okay, whatever. It's a public road. You can do whatever the hell you want, but you can't be blocking a public road either. You know. So this is the piece of advice I have for everyone that's dealing with these kind of people. Fence off your property, okay, with like a 10-foot tall, whatever, however high it needs to be. For me, I'd probably need like 10 feet of a wooden fence, and just completely close it off so no one can see in. You know, because you know what? Those kind of people are definitely not going to rent a helicopter to fly over your land to do a survey of it. They're not going to do that. Because helicopters are not cheap to run for a day. They're not. They're simply just not. So, yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing too. If they just kept doing that, you know, I'd just freaking fence it off. But now, since I got to figure out what's going on with the neighbor's property, because if they're going to be putting their stupid cars on there, I'm not going to want to look at that. So, maybe I'll just build myself a fence wall right here and be done with it. They can mow the damn alleyway, then I won't bother with it. So, what are you going to do, right? So, but yeah, if you ever get those kind of people coming to your property, you know, whatever the frick they're called, you can just tell them to fuck off. Screw it. So, it's not that, you know, my information and all that kind of crap, you know, is at the courthouse. Go to the courthouse if you need to find that kind of information out. So, don't be coming to me, because you know what, I got crap to do. You know, I mean, if I'm mowing my freaking lawn, I want to be able to keep mowing my lawn. So I don't want to have to, you know, be bothered by it. So, Missed a comment. Fix that. There we go. Once a year? Wow, they don't even come here that often for here. I mean, well, they haven't lately, but when I first moved into this house, it might have been how the hell did it go? I don't remember now. I think it was they didn't bother me right away because when I first moved into this house, it was about late October, so the snow was already flying. But when they were bothering me, there wasn't any snow, so it was in the summertime sometime. So, you know, it's like they just started doing it more and more all the freaking time, and it's like, and then it was getting to the point where it was about just about every day. They were doing it to my sister too, and she lives over there. She was coming home from work. The stupid cunt was literally sleeping in my sister's driveway, waiting for my sister to come home. It's like, who told you that you could do that? That's a private freaking driveway, you know? It's like, really? It's freaking ridiculous. So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what the hell you build. You could build a house, or a shop, or a temporary shed, whatever. They shouldn't bother you like that. That's just ridiculous, you know? What are you doing here? I guess he's gonna come say hi. Say hi. What are you gonna do now? Huh? Why don't you go to the house? Go to the house. What are you doing over there anyway? Shouldn't be over there. But yeah, so they shouldn't bother you once a year. That's just bullshit. I tell them to go fuck off. That's what I do. You know? So, friendly cat, yeah, that's my cat. He's been here now for a couple of years now. He was actually born here, so he's a fairly young boy, but he's a big boy though. He's fixed too, so he can't mate or anything. So he actually had another brother that looked kind of just like him, but he was a skinnier cat. This cat's actually kind of beefy, but the other one was kind of a stick, and he took off, never came back. So he left like last year, or the year before, or something like that. I don't remember now, but so we had 2 gray cats, and he's the only one that decided to stick around. The other one took off. So the other one was really friendly. That one was. He didn't ever want to leave my side. He always wanted to be by my side. So yeah, cats can definitely be a useful tool. But you gotta know when to call it quits on having so many cats, you know, because my grandma's got too many. Yes, I got a lot of cats too, but I take good care of my cats. Compared to her, she don't give a shit. But yeah, they do keep the mouse population down. They do it here pretty good too. But the problem is that they grab them in the ditch across the frickin' street from my house, and they'll bring them into the garage. And then they'll start tearing them apart. And then you got blood and guts laying all over the frickin' floor. It's like, really? Like, I don't mind you going and hunting, but don't bring it into my house. You know? It's like, for fake's sakes. Whatever, cats are gonna do what they want, so what are you gonna do? Actually, I got 2, but one's been disabled. This one is motioned. You can see the sensor, wherever the frick my finger's pointing, right there. That one comes on. This used to be one as well, but I just broke it. But I took off the sensor, so now it's just directly hardwired. So that's actually my work light. If I need to work out during the night, I can. And I'll show you here. And I actually got another one just like that here. That's what's powering this, you know. That's another one. So I got this cord right here that will run that outside light. So all 4 outlets are being used right now, and I'm not overloading my circuit because I'm just running lights. I'm not running a grinder or anything stupid like that. So if we go out here, we got some work lights. I still need to adjust them, but figured I'll adjust them if I need them. But then if this one's on, that one up there won't come on. I guess it senses light. I don't know. Probably thinks the sun's out, but yeah, so those lights used to be sensor lights, or they used to be motion activated, so I should say. This one too. But I heard on YouTube, so YouTube was a great thing for this, that you can disable that. You can just directly hardwire it and you wire in your extension cord, which I did to this light, which would be this cord. This cord right here is running this light right here above me. This one's running the outdoor one, which I'm going to unplug right now because I don't need the power of that. And then this brown one, this little one here, runs obviously the upper lights. I got two. This one I added a few years later, so missed a comment. So I talked to a electrician a while ago. He thought that I just wanted a light bulb in here, which was false, because I actually wanted to literally wire this shop up so I could actually run my welder in here. And so he was just thinking I just wanted the light bulb. Like, who the hell told you that? I was like, no, I wanted the... I literally wanted the whole thing wired, and some of them, I talked to many of them, and some of them wouldn't even tell me, so I don't know exactly what it would cost me to have this done by an electrician. Everyone's telling me that I should just do it myself, which I guess is a good idea as well, but there goes more money, and you gotta know your freaking wiring skills. But it shouldn't really cost too much, I don't think, to wire it, because really all they gotta do is well, again, depending on how I wanted to do it. If I wanted to go... The way I wanted to do it was to go straight off the pole. And then, of course, I obviously would have to put in, like, a breaker system. He said that we could either do it that way, or we could run it from the house. So obviously you wouldn't need a breaker system in here. You could just, tee it into the house, and then I guess it would just go into something here and it would split off. But really all I wanted was, well, I guess however you want to look at it, 2 outlets here, and then maybe one 240 volt, so I could run like a bigger welder, because I thought I was going to get a bigger welder later on, which I still might. And then I wanted to do the same thing over here, but minus the 240 volt plug, because I won't need it on there. I'm only going to need the one. And then I want to do the same thing on the outside, which would be right here in the corner, if I can show you. Put another 120 volt plug here, and then maybe another 220 plug. Obviously the outdoor versions, so they don't get shedded on. So, and he said it wouldn't have. The one guy that did show up said it wouldn't be a big deal, because all he had to do would be to drill through the studs, make a hole so you can run the wiring through. Which I don't give a shit if you do. It's not gonna hurt it. It's not gonna hurt it. So, yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to run it off the house. If you got 200 volt whatever running through your house, that's the main wire coming off the pole, you should be okay. But I thought it would be safer if I had them just jump it right off the pole, because then it would be, a separate source, and if I really wanted to go all out later on, I could. Which will be an option if I do decide to put a newer shop on here. I definitely will be putting power in here. So, but I can't remember what they said it would cost me, but I really don't think it would cost any more than $500, but I could be wrong, because I don't really know what they charge for the hour. I think that one guy said that they would charge like $1,000, but I'm not sure if that was right or not. But because really all he would have to do, and if it would be legal, it would be all right too. put these two upper lights, put a plug up there as well, and then put them two lights and that plug on a switch, on-off switch. So I didn't have to walk all the way to the end of the shop and turn my lights on. So what are you gonna do, right? So what was that orange thing that popped up? I didn't see that. So $25, shit, man, thanks. Appreciate that. I'm not really sure where that's supposed to go after that point. I've never had anyone do that before, so I don't know where the hell it's supposed to go. I guess just to my ad sets, I guess, $25 or something. So, but yeah, thanks, man. Do appreciate it. Whoa, what's going on over there? Thought I heard a big bang, but I guess that guy's just doing stuff with his chains. So, but yeah, it definitely never hurts to, oh, okay, it goes into your PayPal or bank account. Okay, that makes sense. Actually, I have both, but I think my bank account's only hooked up to this. So, yeah, because Google goes into my bank account, so. Which has been taking a shit lately, too. Good going, YouTube, and your freaking ad set bullshit. But I'm not the only one that's been taking a major hit from it. Kind of sucks, dude, but what are you going to do? Everyone's turning into... Should I say it? They're turning into big pussies. You know, it's you gotta look at the reality of it, you know? Everyone's turning into big bitches and pussies. But then again, too, I understand, so... Yeah, that freaking YouTube bullshit with the ads, it's definitely hurting a lot of people. So, but what are you gonna do? I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, there are other companies out there that do the same thing as Google ad sets, but I didn't see the convenience of it. I just figured the Google ad sets is with YouTube, so why not just do that? And it was actually quite simple when I hooked it up. So you got to be over 18, which I was, and you got to have a bank account or a PayPal account, or they can send you a check. So yeah, I don't see a paycheck for about before it used to be 3 to 4 months, which really wasn't that bad. Like, I could handle that, but the way things are going now, I think it's gonna take longer. So yeah, I don't really get a lot of views on my videos because I don't make the greatest videos, period. But I do what I can, and I'm trying to, buy things to do reviews of. But sometimes life just gets in the way, and you got to take care of life before you can do a review of something for someone. So right now, a bale spear is the important thing, so I got to do it. So yeah, I think I got Super Chat hooked up, but I'm not 100% sure. I wasn't really too sure on how to do that. YouTube says it's enabled, but if it is, I don't really know. Because I don't have those kind of people that are willing to donate money, and I don't really beg them to. I don't ask them to. If they want to, that's fine, but I don't beg them to, like some YouTubers do. Some literally beg for money. It's like, really? If you got to beg for it, what is wrong with your life? Like, what are you gonna do, right? So, okay, yeah, that makes sense then. If it was not hooked up, you would not be able to do that. So, well, I seen it, and I was like, well, what the hell is this? So I kind of looked through it, just kind of glanced at it. And I was like, why the hell not? And what do I have to lose just by hooking it up? you know. So, but I don't really do a lot of live streaming either because I don't get a lot of views when I live stream. Because I don't know when exactly I should be live streaming. I don't want to live stream all the time that it pisses people off. And I don't know when exactly the best times are to do it. I usually do it around 8 o'clock at night. I get a few views, that's about it. And then now, as you can see, I'm doing it kind of early today. Well, that's because I don't have a video to upload. I'm out of videos because I'm out of I'm just out of things to do with videos, so there ain't no projects. That's what I miss. I miss those days when I had projects going on all the time. So, but what are you gonna do, right? It's just not much. I think it would be a lot better if I wasn't in debt. You know, I got all this freaking medical bills to pay off, and then you're trying to get into farming on top of that. So that puts kind of a downer on everything. So that's why I think my videos have taken kind of a dump in the last year. But I do what I can, at least anyway. But you know what? I'm not going to quit making YouTube videos. I understand they're boring. I get that. You don't have to repeat it. I understand that because I get that all the time. But the main reason why I don't want to quit is because trolls. Trolls absolutely piss me off. And I got one that floats around my channel every time I live stream, which is funny he's not here now, but I don't know. He's probably banging his sister or something. I don't fucking know. But he's always coming to my live streams all the time. He's like, do you have a job? Do you have a job? Get a job. What do you do for a living? It's like, what the fuck's your problem, dude? It's like, ugh. My mother tells me to block him, but I don't want to block him because you know what? As an extra viewer, extra money in my bank account, right? So I'm just gonna ignore stupid comments. Screw it. You know, I'm not gonna deal with it. So, missed a comment. What'd you say here now? Okay. So, yeah, I think it's about 6 o'clock right now. I should be going to the farm actually right now, but Minnesota, I believe we'd be in Central Time. So, but I just don't really know whenever to exactly live stream. I don't want to do it when, I suppose 8 o'clock at night, it's probably kind of late because people are going to be in bed, sleeping. But I figured, well, if we do it around 6 o'clock, people are probably eating. Even though some say they watch YouTube while they eat, which I guess that's a good idea to do. Eat while you're watching YouTube videos. That pays off too, right? So, but yeah, I mean, I can try live streaming around 5 o'clock. You know, it's already been about an hour, so probably close to 6 o'clock by now. Even though I didn't hear the siren go off yet, so, well, I probably will now. I think I said that. Whatever. So, yeah, it's kind of funny right now, too. I'm getting 3 viewers right now and 2 likes on this video. Compared to other times, it's always been like 1 like and maybe 1 viewer. So, yeah, maybe it wasn't working out too well doing it later at night. But then I've done a couple during the day as well, but those were just quick videos. They weren't even live streams. They were just to make a video and upload it right then and there and be done with it. So I see 3 as of right now. This is it's kind of slow for my end because I'm nowhere near a connection thing. So, and plus the power lines I think are kind of dicking up my program. Don't walk over here. If you ever come to my shop and live stream, don't ever walk over there because the power lines will frick you up. I've done it. So, but I need to change this layout on this stupid thing. So, I see 4 viewers right now. Four viewers and 3 likes still. So, but I've had better though. I mean, that was it. The first time I live streamed with my phone, I had like 12, 13 viewers and maybe 5 likes. Which I thought, well, if people really like that, you know, B, don't frickin' sting me, you bastard. Figured, people must like it, but started doing it more and more, and then it kind of ticked people off, I guess. I don't really know. So, but yeah, I'm only seeing 3 viewers. There was 4, but I see 3 now. But I've kind of noticed that it kind of jumps up and down all the time. So I don't know if someone's having trouble watching my live streams or if it's just a glitch in the system. But whatever. I'll take 1 viewer over none at all, but you know, that's usually the way it is. It's actually nice to see a positive person for once instead of a negative one. Because right now, Cap7, you're the only one that's being positive right now. That's usually other times when I'm live streaming, I'll get, you know, that troll. I don't mind if people pop in and ask questions, you know, about certain things. That's fine, but which I've had that in the past when I was live streaming out in the field. So, but I don't know. So. Yeah, the only reason why I do videos is just, you know, kind of just for fun and to entertain other people, I guess, to what I can. And I kind of do it just for memories, I guess you could say. Like, it's a future thing. Like, I'll go back, like, if I'm still on YouTube in 10 or 15 years, I'll go back and, you know, look at my older videos. That's what I do now. I go back to my older videos from when I first started, even. And I'm like, holy crap, I sucked ass back then. But that's how you learn, you know? So, yeah, I don't really worry too much about trolls, you know? That's why that one guy that leaves comments on my live streams, which is funny he's not here, like I said earlier. It's funny he's not here. You know, he's always leaving negative comments. Mostly just telling me to get a job. But I'd have to say I think I'm doing pretty well. There's a siren. Now it's 6 o'clock. I think I'm doing a lot better with the trolls. Because you know what? Back in the day, trolls were picking on me pretty heavy. And then people were telling me to... I just don't listen to them. Like, I actually learned a lot of stuff off of other YouTubers. And now, trolls don't bother me like they used to. And I actually now, if they leave a comment that's stupid and mean enough, like if I actually like the comment, I'll actually turn it into a reading hate comment. I'll put that reading hate comments in a video. So if you go down, if you go to my channel, you'll see a thing there that says reading hate comments, and you'll see the videos. I've done about 7 videos so far. You know, I mean, why not do it, right? Because it's extra money, and a lot of my subscribers actually do enjoy them, which is probably the only reason why they stick around. Which, again, I don't do enough of those. But I haven't really gotten a lot of hate comments the last couple of months. But I'm not going to complain about it, so that's just the way it is. So yeah, even that's exactly, you're right. You know, you gotta start. I mean, go back to when I first started and look at my videos. When I started making videos, I was using an old BlackBerry phone, which apparently they're still out there, but they're not like what I used to use. So the screen was kind of narrow. It was a lot bigger than what this one was. Of course, I'm this stupid. But it was a lot wider, but the quality was crappier. I mean, it was only like 480p. That was the max you could do with that phone. Compared to this thing, I can do 4K with it if I really wanted to. Live streaming, no. Live streaming is like 480p. That's it. So, but yeah. And then I bought a camcorder later on. That was only about... I think that only did 720p. But the zoomage was kind of... I didn't understand the zoomage at the time, so it was kind of messed up, but... Figured that out later on. Don't really use it anymore because I use this freaking phone now because it's just more handier. So this phone does a lot of work for me, and that's probably why the screen's blown up, but I've only had it a few months, but what are you going to do, right? So... But this phone right here has been a pretty good damn phone for live streaming and for making regular videos. I don't even use the camera anymore, my camcorder. And when I did, and I wanted to, you know, obviously I needed a tripod for it, so this was the tripod for it. This old guy. Which would still work. It kind of still does, it's just that I broke the leg off it. And I really like this one because it had the level bubbles in it. There's one right here. And it's got one here. So this was actually a good setup. I really like this tripod. I could still use it. It's just that you just can't touch it because then the leg will pop out. So, well, the signal's good right now because I'm not going underneath the power lines. So if I was to go underneath those power lines, it would cut out, and then I'd have to reconnect again. So that's why you don't see me really going anywhere. And plus, I got dead spots in my yard. I can't go anywhere in my yard. And the house is not. It's no big deal because I got the booster there, but I can't go anywhere else past my freaking house. So, yeah, camcorders are kind of a thing of the past, but they're still making them. I actually wanted to get a new one because I like camcorders for the zoomage, especially the newer ones. Like the one I was looking at was a 54 times zoom. Compared to this phone, it's only a 10 times zoom. Or no, 8 times zoom. This has actually got better zoomage than my old camcorder. That was only, I think, a 4 times zoom. So it wasn't really all that great, but yeah, that camera served me well though. I still have it. I mean, it still works. It's just the battery's damaged on it. Sure in hell don't like the cold, which I don't blame it. I don't like the cold either. And that camera's fallen off. You know, well, it hasn't fallen off the tripod, but the whole thing's fallen over a couple times. It's got cracks in the. I don't know how that camcorder's still going. To be honest with you guys, it's been the hell and back, but it's hanging on. So, but obviously I haven't used it at all. The last couple of years because I've just been using my cell phone because it's just. I mean, you always carry your cell phone more than your camcorder. And it's just more convenient just to pull out your camcorder or your cell phone, videotape it, be done with it. So, but some people I think need to learn how to use a cell phone a little bit too. Like right now you see how I'm live streaming it. It's not the greatest because it's a narrow screen. But that's how some people will actually make videos too. It's like, no, if you just turn your phone sideways, it'll be just like an HD camcorder. It'll be full screen and everything. But I don't know. I guess it's alright. So, but see, I've tried rotating my camera on this phone so my live streams would be full screen. Can't do it. Won't let me. So, whatever. So I just put up with it. I used to live stream off my old laptop, which I don't do it anymore on there because she's pretty wore out. And plus, I'm just using it as my security camera. So, and I still edit some videos with it. So, but I did find the GoPro app, or the whatever you want to call it, so I can edit my GoPro videos on my new computer. Because they got the best speed ups, you know. You can actually really speed them videos up. Like if you want to do a time lapse or something, you can go wicked fast. Compared to my Wondershare editing, it's only about a 5 times speed, you know, so it's not very fast. So it's better than nothing, but I want something a little bit faster, you know. So I re-downloaded that app on my new computer or whatever, and I haven't tried it yet. Probably will be at some point. So. And they still have not moved the freaking sprinkler yet. Like, God. I don't even want to know what their bill's going to be the next month. So, when the hell's roadwork going to start? Jeez. The roadwork's supposed to be starting here pretty soon. They're supposed to start tearing up this road apparently. So, they're supposed to be starting to put a new one in. So, is that what you use? I thought about going to maybe use my iPad, because I have an iPad as well, but I wanted to live stream off of that, but it won't let me. I can make videos with it, but it's not convenient. The thing's big and clumsy. So, but what are you gonna do? So, I'll just stick with the phone, this good old Samsung phone here, and we'll be good with it. So, yeah, well, I've never tried an app, and you guys probably heard that big frickin' ding. That's just my mom texting me. So, but I've never tried using an iPad. I've seen some people do it. Stop texting me. Ugh, frickin' now she's gonna text me now like every 5 seconds now. She's done it before. I swear I think she's watching my live stream right now. Just to piss me off. Like, oh, okay, I'm watching your live stream, son. I'm just gonna text you now. Do you realize that people can hear that ding? Like, holy. And that thing's freaking loud. Oh. It's like, if you're gonna do that, wait till I'm done and then text me. It's like, really? She thought I was gonna go to the farm, which actually I did plan on going to the farm, but screw it. There's nothing to do there anyway. So, but yeah, don't be texting me when I'm doing this stuff. It's supper time. Yeah, that's what she's saying right now. She's like, I could be making supper right now. So, yeah. I subbed your channel because you had the balls to stand up for One Lonely Farmer. What video was that in? Or was that because of that comment that I left? Because I know One Lonely Farmer uploaded the video today and he was talking about trolls, and I left a comment too. And is that why you subbed my channel? Because I don't ever remember making a video about it. The comment, yeah, that's what I figured, you know. Well, that's just stupid to do. I mean, it really is. You know, and I stuck up for One Lonely Farmer, but I've done it to other YouTubers too. I mean, I can name 2 off the top of my head right now that I've done it in the past. The first time I did it, I got more negative bullshit than positive, but the second time it was positive, and this time I guess it was positive. So, well, I'll stand up for people that if I think something's wrong, you know. So, I mean, if there's going to be well, let's use Bill T-Max. Maybe you guys don't watch him, but I used to. I kind of still do, but he hasn't really made much videos anymore for a while. He had a really bad troll, and this troll was going all over, just going up and down and bitching at him and complaining and crap and yada yada yada. So I made a video talking about it, and that video did pretty good. Got a lot of views, a lot of likes, and definitely a lot of dislikes. Obviously, dislikers were trolls from Bill T-Max because they're pissed off because I stood up for him and not someone else. So, but I mean, it's just stupid that you gotta have to deal with these kind of trolls, you know, and we shouldn't have to, you know. Shouldn't be sitting there and trying to rob subscribers off of people or whatever, you know. That's kind of why I don't go to the big YouTubers, and I don't go to them and I don't beg them to subscribe to my channel. Stop texting me. Oh, that's just the other thing. And I don't tell them to give me a shout out, you know, because I want people to come to my channel and look at it, and if they enjoy it, they can make the move and subscribe on their own. And you know, I shouldn't have to have someone else telling me to telling everyone else to go subscribe to this guy. You know, I leave plenty of comments so people can just read them comments and eventually they'll find my name. I guess this one guy here already did. So, no, I don't know who it was. All I know is he was a dick. So, apparently he's had multiple channels, which is not surprising. That kind of rings a bell to a troll that I had, which I'm still he's still around, but back in the day I had a pretty heavy troll there too. I'd block him, he'd make another channel and come right back for more. You know. And that was actually back in the day when I didn't know how to deal with trolls. And then I had other, my good subscribers. They're like, "Oh, just do this and do that, and you'll get over it, and they won't bother you." So then I did it, and they don't bother me anymore. I actually turn their comments into videos, and I make money. I make more money off it. So, but I was kind of wondering if maybe it wasn't that for One Lonely Farmer in there. I was thinking maybe it was that what the hell was that guy's channel's name? LOL Tomato or something like that. Like, I don't really know anything about that either, but apparently that was one of his biggest trolls. And he would always make channels and whatnot. So I was kind of just thinking maybe it was him, but I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know. There's always new trolls coming around, pissing people off. So, but I haven't heard anything from my big main troll. And actually, in probably about a year or two, I get a lot of these little peepsqueak, little tiny frickin' trolls, which don't mean anything. Because they're nothing compared to what I've seen in the past, so. But I don't know. Maybe that guy actually finally realized that I wasn't going to go anywhere and he just left me alone. Apparently he's bothering one of my other subscribers now. Which, get a life. That's all I can say is get a life. So, what are you going to do? So, alright, Cap 7, take her easy there. Thanks for stopping by. So, but yeah, so anyways guys, I'm probably going to take off here anyway. I just wanted to make this little, well, it's supposed to be a quick little video, but it ended up being an hour long. But just wanted to tell you guys what was going on and stuff and whatnot. So, but yeah, so anyways guys, I'm going to take off. So thanks for stopping by and watching the live stream and whatnot. So yeah. Alrighty guys, I'm going to take off, so I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Take her easy.